Guys. Oh my gosh, you guys, I am so excited. So we have a special live tonight with two amazing authors, Chandelle LaVaun and GK DeRosa. I have to ask her, like, do you say DeRosa? I don't know. It's just very exciting. We'll find out. And we also have Hollie Patierno, who's Hollie's Books and Booze on TikTok and Instagram. She's also part of the FanGrrrl team. If you guys don't know me, I'm Rebecca Dixon. I'm the founder of FanGrrrl Romance Rex. Gosh, say that 10 times fast. I stumble over it all the time. But yeah, so we have platforms on Facebook for recommendations for books. We're on Instagram, we're on TikTok, and we're having a big book signing event in September 2026 in Disney Springs. And so we're just also excited. And of course, Chandelle and GK are signing with us. So we're just giddy, and we thought, let's have a live. So without further ado, let me bring these ladies on, these amazing women. Okay, so I'm first gonna bring in Hollie. Here we go, my girl, Hollie. Oh, Hollie, you are sideways, girl.
Why does this happen to me every time?
Oh, there you go. She's
Okay, we're back.
on. We're back. Okay.
We're
All
back.
right. Here we go. Drum roll, right? Okay, you can help. Okay, yeah. All right. That's a little bit silly. Okay, here we go.
Hi.
Hi. And you guys are together, like in the same place.
Yeah, we're actually touching. We're like,
How did that happen?
trick. It's not a trick.
No, we are here. Coincidentally, live in the same city.
Well, then there you go. That makes sense for sure. That's awesome. That's really exciting that you're able to do that. Okay, I am pulling up, just making sure. So, guys, for comments, we are streaming everywhere. We're streaming on all the FanGrrrl platforms. We're streaming in GK's group. We're streaming in Chandel's. They both have their phones, right? So that they can see comments in their groups. Yeah. And then Hollie and I are watching the book event group. So feel free to comment away if you guys have any questions. Oh, we already have people watching. That's so exciting. And yeah, so oh my gosh, you guys are coming in 2026 to the signing.
Yay, we're so excited.
I'm so excited. I just can't believe it. And Chandelle, you were saying you don't do a lot of signings, right?
Calling me out. Yeah, I see. I see.
No, was I not supposed to say that? I'm so sorry.
No, I'm giving you a hard time. I'm giving you a hard time.
Panic attack.
No, I tend, not intentionally, but I have not done a lot of signings. So
Yeah, you're busy writing. Yeah.
Well, it'll be my fourth one by the time it happens.
Okay.
So I'll be practiced a little bit.
Yeah. So not only are you coming to the signing, you are sponsoring, and so are you, GK. Both of you are big sponsors for the signing.
We have to. It's the local one, right?
Right.
Yeah, it is. It's local, right? Because you guys are. Well, I don't know if I can say where you are, but you're in Florida, right?
No, we're not, yeah.
Okay, there you go. That's all I'm going to say. And we are going to be in Orlando. So, yep, definitely local. Yeah.
Definitely.
All right. Super excited.
Yeah,
So-
we're very excited.
Sorry?
I said I'm very excited.
Yeah. We also love Disney. So it's like, yeah, you're right there.
Bonus.
Best, reason to go to Disney while you're there.
Yeah, so you can actually walk to Disney Springs from the hotel, which is right there's the Sky Bridge.
I'm a Disney annual pass holder for like a decade now. So
Are you really?
So
Oh my gosh.
I will be taking this as my perfect excuse to pop on over.
Yeah.
So you're actually going to go to the parks. And are you going to go together, both of you, to the parks together?
Maybe.
Or
Yeah, we'll have to do it.
I was going to ask her.
Yeah,
Oh.
we'll have to do it.
well, not to put you on the spot, but do you guys want to go to the parks?
Yeah.
I will for sure be there, so you could always look for me. I'll probably have pink hair.
I always feel guilty going without my kids, but I
No,
always
it's the
want to.
best.
I know. I really want to.
It's the best without children.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say that, but
What's your favorite park?
Magic
Since you're the expert.
Magic
Oh.
Kingdom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
And now that I'm like 40, I like Epcot a lot. But when you're younger, Epcot sucks. But when you're 40, Epcot is
Boy, is that true.
Yeah. I
It's
like
a little adventure around the world there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
For the beer and wine festival,
Yeah.
right?
Yes. I'm going this
Are you?
for festival without the
right.
kids to Epcot. this time. Yeah,
Nice.
it's just like for a couple
Yay.
hours. It's like
Nice.
but yeah.
It'll be fun.
That's super nice. What's your favorite ride? Both, so you both go there a lot, right? Or no?
So they just closed my favorite ride. Well, a while ago now, but they've reopened it and I haven't been to the new one. So it was Splash Mountain.
Oh.
So I loved Splash Mountain, but now they've redone it and it's Tiana's
Tiana's
something.
Bayou.
Great Bayou Adventure.
It's the same exact ride though.
Okay. Well, so I haven't been on it yet.
I haven't been on it,
Yeah.
but I walked by it and
Okay.
I tried to walk through the line and they wouldn't let me. I just wanted to see the line.
Yeah.
Because I
it's
didn't
like
want
insane.
I didn't want to get wet,
Yeah.
but I just wanted to see the decorations. But it's the same ride.
Just like
Just new
different,
decorations.
right? Yeah. So that's mine. What's yours?
I don't know. I like the Little Mermaid ride.
Oh, I do.
Because I like to sing the whole time.
Yeah, that
And
is-
I like the Haunted Mansion ride.
Yeah,
Those are
that
fun.
is one of my favorites.
That's a
too.
good
That is
one.
an old
Used to be
favorite.
Space Mountain, but 40, so.
Yeah, now it's like
Not
I went with my son just recently. It was
Yeah.
his first time like on a big roller coaster. And yeah, it's definitely different when you're older. You're like, oh my God, what if I die and plummet to death?
we got stuck on it a couple years ago and it has not been the same since. They turned all the lights on. It was like 2 in the morning.
The magic
It has
was
not-
gone.
has not-
No.
I was like, we're how high?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know it's like the slowest roller coaster of all of them, Space Mountain? And people think it's so fast, but it's not. It's like only like 30 miles an hour or something.
That's what
It's
happens
like-
in the dark, okay? Your
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, I haven't actually. I used to have season tickets too, and then when COVID happened and everything, we lost our passes, and then we just haven't. Don't you have to like book a time when you have the passes? You can't just show up on a day like you used to be able to.
I
Or
think it is different. Right?
Yeah, there's
I think-
reservations
yeah.
now, but it's not as bad if you're an annual pass holder. I'll message you after. We'll talk.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's get the books, right? It's Disney, so it's so
Don't get me
exciting,
started
you know?
on Disney. I can just go. I'm a Disney
Yeah.
adult with zero shame.
Yeah,
Listen, you can message me all the stuff because I haven't been since I was like 4.
I got
gonna
Oh,
be
you
like-
have it.
I got
No, it's gonna be all new.
Sorry, I have questions. I
Wow.
don't know how to. I'm trying to
I
figure out
think
how
you
to
hit
look at that.
live
And
chat.
it is new. There's so many. I think they're getting rid of Little Mermaid too. I think I heard that the other day, right? I think
What's that?
they are. I think they're getting rid of Little Mermaid.
Oh,
think-
no way.
I think
I think so.
I think it's gonna close temporarily. I don't know.
Maybe they're.
I think they're gonna.
I don't know. I might be wrong. That might be false news.
There's a bunch. There's a bunch of that
Right.
online for the Disney stuff. So
Yeah. You just who knows, right? Who knows?
Mhm.
Okay, all right. Let's talk about books because that's what it's all about. All right. So you both have been writing. So you don't write together. Actually, you're just good friends, and you live near each other. So you're like, let's do a live together. You know. So that's awesome.
one less screen to jump
Yeah.
around.
Yeah, we thought it would be more fun this way.
It is fun for sure. Okay, so let's talk about each of you and what you write, what genre you write, and how long you've been writing. Give us all the details.
Okay, let me think. How many years? Okay, so it's been 10 years, and I actually remember that because it was 10 years this year.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
And fun fact, my first book came out exactly 1 year from the day before, like my first child was born. So like
Wow.
my first book and my son have like the same birthday, but just a year apart.
Wow. So your
which is
son's
kinda
9?
Cool. Yeah. So that's what. Yeah. So he turned 9, and I was like, oh, it's my 10th anniversary.
I love that. I can't believe it's been that
So,
long.
I know. I can't believe it either. It's really crazy.
Wow.
So yes. So with that, it's been 10 years, and I lived in Poland when my first book came out, which was kind of
Wow.
That's cool.
kind of a fun fact also. And I started writing urban fantasy.
Yes.
At the time, I didn't even know that's what it was called.
Oh, really?
I totally just like, I'm a total pantser 100%. And that's how I started writing too. It was very much on a whim. I had read Twilight and like loved Twilight.
Twilight. I know. I love it. I love it. I love Twilight. I think
Yeah.
so that's like the gateway book for like everybody, right? Like they pick up kind of like how Fourth Wing now is bringing people to
Yeah,
romantasy.
romantasy.
Twilight brought us all to paranormal romance, you know,
Yeah,
or
exactly.
J.R. Ward too, Black Dagger Brotherhood. I
Yeah,
mean, come
well,
on.
she's the original over there. Like I had not ever read that. I was a little behind on that, but I did finally read
Did you?
I read the first book because I
'Cause
wanted
of
to watch
what?
the show.
I
The
watched the first
show.
3 episodes.
And I had to read the book first. So, but yeah, so started writing that, and yeah, and I kind of, like you said, urban fantasy, paranormal romance, and then now, of course, romantasy. I had to jump on that.
Yeah.
I was scared of that. I was like, that seems like urban fantasy just is so much easier.
So much easier.
So much easier because it's like you don't have to describe New York City that much. I mean, everyone knows what
Yeah,
New
it's
York
our
City
world.
looks like.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And vampires. That was my favorite thing. And Vampire Diaries, that was my other obsession. So my first book was kind of like highly,
Yeah.
based on, Twilight, Vampire Diaries, that sort of thing. And then, kind of went from there. I started in YA, like my first few books are young adult, and then it kind of
Yeah.
leveled up when I realized like no young adults are actually reading my books. And they're all like moms or around my age and into it, 30s, 40s, 50s, whatever, and they want some spice. And so little by little,
Yeah.
Yeah.
dabbling in the adult stuff. So yeah, that's my story.
That's your story.
That's awesome.
My
You said
story. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just gonna ask. So, do you write you don't write YA anymore at all?
No,
GK? No. Okay.
it's more.
Predominantly. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I would call it like new adult, right? But it's not like,
Yeah.
sometimes people like new adult and they think it's super steamy. So it's like, so I don't know. Like as far as the age range of like my protagonists, they're like in their early 20s. So it has a lot of that like still kind of coming of age type stuff, but more like coming into adulthood as opposed to like 16, 17 or whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. All right, Chandelle, how about you?
My story is very unique. I read
We have to
Twilight.
get to the camera too. Sorry.
I read Twilight.
You were teasing me early, so I just got you back on that when you were teasing it. Now,
Well, I was being dramatic.
I like it. I like bring on the drama. Bring it on. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I have lost my love of reading because I used to be a big reader and I loved Agatha Christie books was like my jam. And then high school, Cliff Notes, I'm dating myself there. But and then my cousin got me into Twilight, so I read it, and that was the gateway. A proper drug, if we're honest.
Oh, so good.
And then I found, I went into the bookstore and I said, I love Twilight. What else will I like? And she handed me J.R. Ward, Black Dagger Brotherhood, and Cassandra Clare,
Yeah,
Immortal Instruments.
Yeah, Immortal Instruments. Yeah.
So
Love
those
that series.
two are like my favorite, well, in Twilight, like the favorite obsessions. And I've read Vampire Diaries and all the other L.J. Smith stuff. She has so many good books. Anyways, and then
Vampire Academy too.
Oh, I didn't read that one.
Oh, yes, I read that. Yeah.
no, I need to try that one. Anyways, and then my cousin, the same one who got me into reading, said she wanted to write a book. And I said, how do you do that? So we started writing one together.
Aw.
It was terrible. Absolutely. Absolutely terrible. You will never see it. And then we ended up, she went to do other things, and I just started writing on my own in 2010. And I started trying to get traditionally published because self-publishing was not a thing yet. And then I missed the memo in 2013. I did not, although it was very different back then, the self-publishing, than it is like now.
Yeah.
Anyways, so another author friend was like, you should do indie in 2017. And then I got laid off from my day job, and I said, let's do it.
And that's when we met.
That's when we met.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We met. Yeah.
That's right.
And you and Lindsay Hall. I met both
Yeah.
of you at that dinner.
Oh, Lindsay Hall. Yeah.
She used to be local.
Yeah.
She left us.
Oh.
And then, I published my first indie book February 2018, I believe. That was The Lost Witch. And it's also YA urban fantasy because that's what we all wrote back then.
Yeah.
That's what we all wrote back then. And it was definitely along the lines of the L.J. Smith, Cassandra Clare vibes, Twilight. Not very,
Yeah.
was very like, because that's how YA was like expected back then. You didn't put heavy spice in YA back then, and now you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's changed.
Now, if you don't, it's like, what? What? No spice?
I know.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my gosh. So that was that, and I've just been full steam ahead on my Coven series.
Yep.
And was Holly just talking and we can't hear her?
I was talking to my husband, asking him to turn the TV down.
Oh, my bad, my bad.
Apparently in the last live, my husband opened up the door and like did one of these, and I didn't even see it. And like later on, he's like, I came in and said, I was like, oh my gosh, I just like he's such a big introvert. I never would have expected that from him. So now I'm like, he's not home right now, but when he
We
gets home,
all
yeah.
missed it. We were
Yeah,
like,
we all
wait, when
missed
did
it.
that happen?
Too busy talking about books, So, well, Chandelle, when you're talking about Coven, I always think about your group. Don't they call themselves like your readers are like the Coven, right? Don't they call the
So
witchies?
they named themselves back in 2018 the Chand Witches.
The Chand witches.
Like Chandelle witches, sandwiches, Chand
It's
witches.
hysterical.
I did not do that. They did that, and so I said, let's do it. So they did that to themselves. It works though. I like it, and
Yeah,
you're a wild bunch in there.
they are. You have an active group. I mean, they are active. And it's really cool to see kind of like that. I don't want to say cult following because that has like a bad, connotation, but like,
Well, they call
are
me the
diehard.
overlord, so I think a cult following tracks.
It does.
It gives
That's
cult
funny.
vibes. Basically, I think it just happened because I'm such a weirdo, and I just was in there talking to everybody like we were friends in real life, and not filtering myself whatsoever. And I guess
That's
people
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think readers really do appreciate getting to know authors, and I think that's like one of the perks of indie authors, right? And being able to have that space with their readers,
exactly.
and they're so. Is it primarily a Facebook readers group? I know you have that for sure because we're
Yeah.
podcasting there. Do you do Discord too, or just?
No, Discord outsmarts me.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
hard.
It's
I
hard.
know.
I agree.
Every time I go, like when I first did the Mid Journey, which now I understand AI, I'm against it. But back in the day,
Mhm.
I was like, how do I do this?
Yeah.
I'm very,
yeah, I agree. It's
I'm
a
not
long
tech
time.
savvy, which is why I'm here in person with her, so that I didn't have to figure this out.
You're like, come over and help me get this thing set up. That's really funny, actually.
Like, I'm smart. My mom had me tested, but not at
My mom
computer.
had me tested. I'm smart. My mom had me tested. Sorry, that's hysterical. I love that. I'm gonna start telling people that I'm smart. I know my mom had me tested.
I was
That's
tested.
That's awesome. Oh my goodness. And GK, you have a pretty good size readers group too. Like
I
it's
do.
pretty.
They're great
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, you have a nice like active group too.
I do too. They're
Yeah.
good. I'm also in there a lot. I know, like,
That's nice.
I feel like, everybody's like, oh, Facebook is like blase. It's too old for Facebook or whatever. It's not the place to be for readers anymore. But I'm old too, so that's where I am.
I have fans in my Facebook group who are like, I'm 80. Are you going to finish the series before I die? And I'm like, one person I even said, if you get sick, message me and I'll give you all the spoilers. Because
Oh.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard, right? And you have to write like when it hits you, right? Like, so what do you both write every day? What's your I
We're
know
like
GK, you do. Yeah.
the opposite. We're totally opposite.
I want to be her when I grow up. That's what I want.
We did a shared world together.
We did.
What,
For
2 years
Aw.
ago now? Okay, so it was 2 years ago now, with a bunch of other authors, and it was hard because, like, first of all 8 of us that did it together, and everybody had such different ways of writing and styles and
Yeah.
whatever. But anyway, she was first and I was second, and I'd been writing for like months because I write multiple books at once. I have a pen name that I do and, you know, whatever. So anyway, so I started writing this book like way early and like hers was like up. She hadn't even started and it was like driving me nuts. I was like, it's
I
interesting.
wrote that book in 24 days.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I don't say that to brag. I say that is why I need medication. I'm on Prozac now. Hopefully that'll be easier. But I'm terrible with work. If I don't have a deadline,
Just doesn't do it.
the ADHD just, all of the things in here are just, and I cannot focus. So that's why I haven't started the book I have to do now.
Yeah, I don't think I could do that. I think that would drive me nuts. I write like 3,000 words a day, every day, 5 days.
Wow.
See, I want to be her when I grow up.
And I have slowed down. I used to put out a book every other month, and now
So did I.
But now also I have 2 pen names. So like I put out like, so for my GK people, they're only getting a book now like every 5 months, which is like a lot compared, or 5 or 6 months. So that's been kind of different. But anyways, so yeah, so it's funny because I'm structured with my like plan when it comes to like organization, but then with my actual writing, like, you know, like I think you do like a much more detailed, like, you know, she has like a plan for her whole series, like 20 books, you know, and I'm
42.
like 42. There you go. So it's funny because like pants are in one way, but not another. I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy crow. That's a
I
lot.
am very like, I have plans upon plans and contingency plans and room to wiggle and change my mind on certain things. Like today I was driving, I was like, I think I'm going to change that. So I have plans and I make like, my outlines are like 40, 50 pages long. My outlines of like, just everything I can think of. And then when I don't have a deadline pressing on me, I'm lucky if I write like every 2 days. When I have a deadline, I write all day, every day, like 14 hours a day. And I don't.
Wow.
Yeah.
Don't do this at home, kids. Don't.
It's funny. Very different.
Wow.
No, it's not.
Wow.
Like, the first 2 years I rapid release like every 2-3 months, my first 2 series.
That's crazy.
Which was great for helping me like get going and get my fan base growing. But I just could not maintain it. And then COVID happened and it went to every 6 months. And then the last couple of years, it's been 1 a year. So this will be the first time I get 2 books out in a year since 2020. Like for the Coven series.
Yeah. Wow.
So.
Yeah.
It's tough. So it's a big like a lot of people don't realize like all that goes into it, right? With you said the outline, 40 to 50 pages. Then you have how many drafts do you do? When do you get your beta people involved, your alpha, or do you have beta, alpha? You know, how about editing? You know, all that jazz.
So I write 1 draft and then as I write, I send like chapter by chapter to my 2 alpha readers. And that's a new thing. I only did that for the last book, was the first time. And then they read as I write. And then when I'm done, I give it to my editor, who happens to be my brother, who also doesn't work well.
That's cool.
There's a deadline. So we both do a mad dash sprint to the finish line.
Sorry.
And it's a lot of screaming and panicking. And then I usually finish up editing the day I have to upload it.
Yeah.
It's stressful. Yeah.
Right. Because Amazon doesn't like it if you're late, right? When you set a date, like Amazon expects you, right?
Oh, yeah.
Amazon, right? It's a big deal.
You push back? Did you push one back?
I've pushed many back.
Oh, really?
But you're allowed to push it, each book, each title, you're allowed to push once for 30 days. Without punishment. It's if you go a second time that you get punished. But I have yet to be punished. I have yet to have to do it twice. But let's knock on wood. This is not.
I was going to say knock on wood. I don't want to jinx you or anything, you know? Oh, wow. How about you, G?
Sorry, real quick. I got a question, so I got distracted.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Samantha Cooper, if you DM me, I will tell you my secret pen name, but you have to promise to keep it a secret.
Snitches get stitches.
Which leads me to say, which I was going to say a second ago, is so we're not saying on the live what your other pen name is. However, you are going to be at the signing in 2026 as both,
Yes. So
right?
whoever comes to the signing, we'll find out.
Are you gonna like Hannah Montana it? Are you gonna like put on a different jacket?
That'd be awesome.
Different pictures.
I've done this for one other signing, and I had a little masquerade mask.
Nice, Hannah Montana.
That's awesome.
So if somebody came to see the pen name, they wanted a picture. We had the little mask on, and we had the table split, and it was it was very stressful. I really don't like doing it like that, but But then with this one too, I was like, why not? I'll do it. Might as well. You guys have the dark romance group, so I was like, there'll be some dark romance fans. So.
Yes, there will be. Yeah, and it was actually quite funny because I picked up. I'm not gonna say your other pen, but I picked up one of your books on your other pen, not realizing it was you that I knew you through, and it was quite funny. And then later on, I figured it out, and I was like, "That's incredible," because it is a different genre.
Very different, yeah.
Yeah,
it's very different. I have a couple of my readers that read both, and they're like, it really sounds like a different voice, and I'm like, yay, that's good. I'm like, that's good.
Did I tell you about that person at the store?
You did.
I was shopping last week, being very naughty, and my mom likes to tell everyone I'm an author, and so that's how the conversation started. And then the person was like, "Oh, I read dark romance," and I won't say it so it's not obvious. And I said, "Oh, you should read." And she was like, I said, "That's my friend." And she's like, "Oh my God, I love her books." And I was like, "I'll tell her."
They're good.
So that was awesome, to have a person in the wild.
Yeah, that was very cool. It because that's so rare.
It's so rare
to meet someone in the wild that knows who you are.
Exactly. Someone asked me a question. They said, "Is Chandelle wearing a K-pop Demon Hunter shirt?" Yes.
Oh my God. Oh my God, I didn't even notice that. Wow.
Awesome.
It's my obsession, and Mira is my favorite. And I've been listening to the soundtrack on repeat.
It is a really good.
I
really
almost
enjoy
know
it,
all the lyrics except for the ones in Korean.
Yeah.
Not there
yet.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting over here wondering if your other pen name is on my shelf and I don't know it.
Zoom in.
It's new. It's very new. So
there's a lot of dark romance hanging out over here.
Yeah, she loves dark romance. She would.
We're not going to look at the floor though, because it's a mess.
So it's funny. So for me, it's very dark. Again, I started in YA, but some other, authors and people that I talk to, they're like, yeah, it's dark-ish. So I'm like, well, listen, it's super dark for me. So
it's funny how there's a whole spectrum of dark. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's so
because what I call dark,
is
child's play to what some of these.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I did some research obviously before I started mine, and I was like, no, I can't do that.
There's some creative uses of inanimate objects that I've never considered.
Yeah, I read that one. That was one of my first ones that I read, because I was like, that was the one that was so big, whenever I was contemplating writing.
Yeah, exactly.
But then I read some others that weren't as dark, and I was like, oh, I can do this. So.
Yeah, I'll be doing my version of dark eventually there, but yeah.
So what do you, not just one more question on dark and then we'll move off that, but what do you consider dark? Do you consider it to be the spice? Do you consider it to be the way the MMC reacts with the FMC? Do you consider it to be violence? What do you?
So this is a really interesting point. So
it's interesting. Yes.
Sorry. So, oh my gosh, of course her name is going to not come to my head right now. So this author whose name is escaping me right now, I met her at an event, and this was right before I started writing it. And she had this great explanation, and she was like, there's dark romance where there's like darkness within the relationship, so meaning like the MMC is like cruel or mean
Like
or
toxic. Yeah.
toxic, exactly. And then there's dark romance where it's like on the outside of the relationship, so there's like let's say the violence or whatever from the outside, or the girl is like abused by an ex, and then that
external
sort of
conflict,
right? And I thought that was like an amazing
That's right, you did tell me that.
yes.
I like that.
Oh my god, what is her name?
That's really.
I can't think of her pen name. I know her real name, but
You did tell it to me too.
she had a really big like stalker dark romance thing, and I just can't think of it right now. Anyway,
I prefer the external
Yes,
conflict darkness
right,
because I personally, I feel like, and as a reader myself, the world is dark and I don't want a toxic boyfriend in real life. That's not cute, so I can't get into it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So mine is external, because I can't do it. I try, but I can't make the guys that mean. Like I really, really try. And my PA is always like, and my PA doesn't like dark stuff at all. And she like will read my stuff because she's like, it's not that bad. But I do write with a co-author. And she is much darker than I am. So we do like the dual point of view, and like I'll do the female and she does the male, and her guys are way worse. So
Wow.
that's how I balance that.
I didn't know you did a co-write for that pen name.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look it up now.
We haven't.
Oh, that's why.
It was on. So do you guys remember Vela? Did anybody ever read on Vela?
I remember Bella, but I didn't actually ever read on it, I don't think.
So we had the series. So my co-author and I were doing the series on there. So we were just, doing the episodes. And then anyway, we just decided to, once they shut down Vela, we were like, you know what, let's just like finish it out. And we have it on Patreon now. And once all 4 books are done, we're just going to publish them all.
Cool.
So yeah.
That's cool.
So that'll be darker.
Nice. But you didn't have to do it.
But
so
I didn't have to do it. Exactly.
That's a smart way.
Yeah.
All right. Why don't you guys tell us a little bit about what you're currently writing? And kind of, this is for anyone who's seen you for the first time, right? They know a little bit about the genres because we talked about it before, but like, what's the book right now that you would want to talk about to kind of get them an idea, right, of what you write? So, or what you're currently writing, I guess. I kind of just left with that. Sorry.
I'm currently I'm the worst at this. I'm currently working on book 4 in my Coven Vampire Magic series, which is technically book 26 in the whole saga. I don't recommend starting with book number 4.
Sorry.
Yeah, I know. I just recalculated. It's going to be 42 books in the saga altogether. But
Whoa,
yeah.
that's amazing.
When you started, did you know it was going to be that many at the very beginning?
I
Or is it
knew.
just kind of like ballooned?
Both. I knew it was going to be big, but I didn't know it was going to be this big. So, and I could end up making it bigger. We'll see as I go, what I get creative about. But no, my series, the Coven Saga, is about it's urban fantasy, so it's set, modern day Earth. The main characters are mostly witches, and there's a coven, and each member of the coven is based on one of the tarot cards, like the major arcana tarot cards, like the Emperor, the High Priestess, Death, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So each person represents one of those cards, and they have different magic and stuff, and they kind of handle the realm and all the problems. And yeah, there's just this big war going on, and so it's all this different, it's chaos and mayhem and death and blood and violence. It's great.
Nice.
Love it. I'm the absolute worst. This is why I don't do signings. People ask me what my book's about, and I have no idea.
I hate that. It's very hard. It is a hard question to answer.
Yeah, I have to bring.
Sorry.
I mean, it's a good question, obviously, but it's just like,
You'd think I would like write out an answer and like memorize it, but I haven't. So yeah, but each of my each of my, I call them seasons. So within the Coven saga, there's seasons. So it's kind of like a TV show where like it's the whole saga, and then each
That's cool.
season has its own plot line, its own arc. So there's like the first 6 books are like this conflict, and then that gets resolved, and then the next 5 books are
Oh, okay, yeah.
conflict with overlapping characters and like a new main character. So like the first 6 books were about one couple and one problem. The next 5 books were about a new couple with all the other friends still there and a new problem, and it kind of just goes along.
Oh, that's great.
So I'm on season 5. I'm on 5. And they get spicier. I'm in the spicy one, and some of my fans do not like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, some of my fans do not like that. Well, because it got a lot spicier. My first season had like a 1 fade to black or 2 fade to black kind of moments, like barely described. The second season had like, basically, it was not much. And then the third one was like a little bit more. Each one got a little bit, but in the beginning, the main characters were teenagers. And like,
yeah.
in my current season, the guy's 1,000 years old. Like, he has children and grandchildren. So like, I can write spice. But I do, I offer PG-13 versions of my spicy books to
that's cool.
my fans, because I have a lot of fans who started reading my series and they read it with like, they read it with their daughter or their granddaughter or their niece or their mom or whatever. Like, they all read it, but now they're like, oh, my 12-year-old can't read the new season because you wrote spice. And I'm like, so I create PG-13 versions of ebooks, so people can get that from me, which I like.
That is really nice. Yeah.
And
that's awesome.
My brother is my editor, and he doesn't want to read my sex scenes, and I don't want him to read my sex scenes, so he doesn't. We both, it's an understanding. So I give him the PG-13 version, so I've already got it, which is how I wound up in the Forgotten Kingdom series. When I first uploaded my book, I forgot to put the spice back in. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do.
I forgot to put the spice in, so
That is funny.
I had to like add it back.
That is funny. That's cool that you did that, though.
What's that?
And I said it's cool that you did that. Oh, sorry, Holly. I didn't mean to talk to you. Go
No,
ahead.
you're fine.
Sorry.
I was going to say, so if I steal a snippet of this, because I like to steal snippets from the YouTube to like post in other places. So if a new reader comes up to your table, where do I start?
I would say you'd want to start with the Lost Witch, because that's where the saga starts. And if you start there, you get no spoilers. But also, I would tell people that if they sign up for my newsletter, you get the free prequel novella, which is like 12 chapters of like the male main character from the next book. And it's just a novella, and it's like an intro to the world, to the story. And if you like it, you get that free ebook. And then you can start with book 1, The Lost Witch. And there are technically every season, there's a book 1 that a new person could start with, but you will get spoilers if you do that.
For the other characters. Yeah. Okay.
For the other storylines, because it all connects. It's all chronological. So I would suggest book 1.
I love that you do the seasons, because like I think that's kind of perfect, because some people love books that go on forever. They don't want the series to ever end, and they get so gutted when they end. It's like you lose the characters, it's like they died, even though they didn't die because the story's over. But it's nice that you did it in chunks of 6, because that's not that's not as overwhelming as like a 12-book series, or
could you imagine if I was
longer?
like book 26?
Yeah, well, when you first said that, someone might have thought that, right?
Yeah.
So it's nice to know that you did it in chunks, because then you're going to get a resolution by the end of book 6. Maybe that reader wants to continue, or maybe they want a palate cleanser and then come back. There's lots of options there.
A good way to break it up.
Yeah,
I forgot to bring out the pink fuzzy mic when I asked.
I love it.
We're just gonna walk around with the little pink fuzzy mic. It seems amazing. Okay, GK, where do we start?
I love it.
I would not say my first book because, I, unlike Chandelle, I did publish my first book that I ever wrote. And while it is very near and dear to my heart, like it is slightly cringy to me when I go back.
I know how that feels.
But so I also kind of have like a shared world thing that I created. Like I probably have like 6 series that take place in this like world of Azar, it was called, that starts with the first series from that world was called Hitched. And it was like, it's like a paranormal romance, like The Bachelorette, basically. So that's a fun one.
Yeah, it was a really fun one.
And it's very like easy, light, like quick read. It's like a 4-book series, and it's fun. It's cute. It's a little bit steamy-ish, nothing like crazy, but it is kind of steamy. And so that one kind of starts out. So my world of Bizarre just has like basically like different lands of supernaturals, right? So there's like the, vampire territory and the werewolf territory. And so this girl gets thrown, she's a, human girl, and gets thrown into this reality TV show thinking she's going to meet all these like, hot bachelors. And then it turns out they're, supernatural.
I love it.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I love that. I love it when like the FMC as a human doesn't know about the rest, and then we find out,
Yeah.
I
So it was
just
kind
love
of fun. And then from there, unlike Chandelle though, like I didn't plan on making this whole big world. It just kind of happened. And then, book 2 or the next series, I was like, oh, I'm going to keep writing in this world. And, I took a couple characters from that first series and threw them in a new one and kind of went from there. But again, like, Chandelle said, that you can kind of start anywhere, but you will get some spoilers if you go back and forth. So that would be, if you're into the paranormal, romance, urban fantasy, then I would start there. If you like the romantasy, then, my favorite series is always the one that I'm currently working on. So that would be my Crown of Light and Shadows, which is the whole romantasy, fae, shadow daddy, dragons, So yeah.
And the art for that is so beautiful.
Just depends. Thank you. It just depends what you're in the mood for.
I like this.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And
I always take notes so then I remember later. So
and my PA just messaged me and said there are 9 series in the world of Azar. So I was wrong. I was close. I said 6. There's 9. So yes. So there are a lot in that one. Yeah, I've also written like 50 plus books. It's crazy.
I've written like 35 or something.
I can't even imagine. Wow. What an
That's
accomplishment.
wild.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And you were saying like when you're out in the wild and someone knew GK's other pin, right, Chandelle? So have you had any kind of experience like that when you're out in the wild and someone recognizes you, or?
So this is a ridiculous story, but my mom likes to tell people that we were at Disney World and someone came up to me and was like, knew who I was and was like a fan. And I have completely lost memory of, I have no recollection of this. I kind of panic, like a red panda, like in social situations. So I think I blacked out and I have no idea who this person was to this day. So if it was you, please tell me. But yeah, no, I don't think so.
I have met so the whole pen name thing is because, I have small kids and at school and like, I don't need, parents and whatever to be really knowing. It's bad enough that they know my GK one. And weirdly enough, standing in pickup line at school one day, I was like talking to one of the moms and she was like, oh, I love to read, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I know what happened. She was wearing one of those shirts with, the Lords, what's that series with the,
Yeah, the Lord Chantal Tessier.
Yep. Yes. So she's wearing one of those shirts or whatever. So I I said, I know that, whatever. Yeah. And so anyway, so again, I didn't tell her my pen name, but I did tell her my GK name. And she was like, oh my God, she's like, I've read one of your books. And like, it was really weird to me, but yeah, it was really, and it's funny because now like whenever I have like a book that comes out, she'll be like, oh my God, I can't wait. Like, whatever. And it's like, it is kind of weird to me. Cause like obviously we all we just live like normal lives. And then once in a while you get like, oh, somebody knows you.
Yeah. I tend to avoid talking about being an author when someone's like, oh, you're an author. And I'm like,
turtle.
Yeah.
Turtle away. It's fine.
I'm glad you got that reference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining this lady at school on the other side is like, anytime that there's a book, she's like, I know her. Like we've been in
Yes, yeah,
school.
she does.
Like
Yes, yes, for
the
sure.
excitement on the other side of that has got to be so fun.
It is really cute. And
It's
she's like,
cool.
please tell me who your pen name is. She's like, I'm sure I've read it. And I'm like, you probably have, like if you've
She
read.
probably has because you've been on the bestseller
Yeah.
list
But I was like,
for.
I'm like, no. I'm like, it's just too weird. I'm like, I just can't.
Yeah, no, there's got to be boundaries.
Yeah.
Especially at your kid's school.
Yes, yeah, that's the thing, like moms are mean.
How about like your family and friends? How does that go? Like, do you talk about it? Does anyone read your books? Other family
Um,
and friends?
Not my GK stuff, some, but not. I don't have a lot of friends that are readers. We have
No.
a book club here where I live in my community, and the girl that runs it, she does read my books, and she has put up my books for month, for some of the books of the month or whatever, which is pretty cool. But our book club, like, it's really just like an excuse to get together and drink. So sadly, not many of the people read, but a few here and there. But again, it's just weird to me because even my books now that are not super spicy, there's still some spice, and I don't know. Whenever people come up to me and they're like, "Oh, I read your book, that was spicy," especially like husbands of like some of the
That's
Oh,
weird. That's weird.
oh,
like the
that's a
word.
different
Yeah,
level.
that's weird. That's weird.
So for me, most of my friend group that aren't already authors don't really read the fantasy kind of genres at all.
Yeah.
But I have quite a few family members that read. So my mom's sister, my aunt, she reads them. It's funny because one of my great aunts is in my Facebook group, and she's always in there. She's always in there commenting on stuff, and I'm like, oh no, and read this. Oh no, or like my mom hasn't read my stuff because she read this chapter 1 of my prequel where I killed the mother, and she's like, you killed the mother. So she's not into fantasy or anything, but I'm always like, oh my God, what is her sister telling her? They're on the phone for hours. What is she telling her? So it's kind of weird. And then, so some of my mom's family reads it, and then my dad's family, they're very Christian, very Southern Bible Belt, and they do not approve. So Thanksgiving was really awkward one year because one of my cousins married a pastor. Yeah. And I told him in my books, Lucifer was a good guy. It was really funny. You should have seen his face. He deserved it. Okay, he was being nasty. But anyways, so yeah, it's always interesting.
Yeah.
That would be a fun fly on the wall conversation to just listen to. Like,
Yeah. And I think it's funny because a lot of people, again, like, nowadays, like there's so many women in the corporate world. Everybody has these like, crazy high level jobs, and everyone's like sitting around talking, whatever. Oh, what do you do? What do you do? And then, you're like, oh, I'm like, oh, I'm an author. And they're like, oh, what do you write? And there's like a couple in our area that are like, businesswomen, and they write like, these self-help books or whatever. Like I write about dragons.
I write about dragon sex.
And it's funny because I just like feel so
Shadow daddies.
guys. I'm like, you know what? Like, it's the coolest job ever.
It is the coolest job.
the #1 genre in the industry. So, I mean, I think that's saying something.
Exactly.
It is the #1 romance. It's the #1 genre. Yeah.
Always
You
has
know.
been.
Yeah.
Yep.
It is.
And
And, it's fun. And again, you're always gonna get people like, oh, that's a fun hobby, or, whatever.
I
And
know,
you're just
yeah.
like, oh yeah, like, did you
a
write
little bit more than a hobby.
Yeah, I published a couple.
Just a couple, just a few.
Yeah, it just when you said the self-help books, it reminded me the other day I saw a TikTok, and there was a guy talking about, I don't know if he was a book talker or what. I didn't look into his profile. I probably should have, but I didn't have a lot of time, and he just popped up, and I just saw a clip of it. But he was talking about the fact that he actually thinks that, you see like all these people talking about how self-help books and nonfiction is good for the well-being and the mind, and like all these people are reading these things to kind of like expand themselves and their
Yeah,
knowledge and
better
all that kind
yourself.
of stuff, right? Better themselves and all that. He goes, and actually, he goes, I think fiction is where it's at. He's like, because all those self-help books, yeah, they're great and everything, but it actually you're thinking about yourself, like you're thinking intrinsically, like self thinking of yourself, right? Whereas fiction, you have to think about other characters and their perspectives, and
Yeah.
that makes you empathize with people, and so that
Mhm.
actually has a much, and he said, a much bigger growth by
Mhm.
doing the fiction. And I was like, dang, I can get behind that. I read a lot of
Mhm.
fiction. So
Love
I
that.
thought
No,
that was
very
a
true.
cool.
It's very
I thought
true.
that was really cool. I like that. It was like a different perspective that people don't think about. So
Fiction is
For
the better
sure.
escape.
Oh, for sure.
oh
100%.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
and so much fun to read. So
Yeah.
but wow, oh my goodness, so is it like a dream come true for you guys though? Like what you do every day? You
Oh,
know?
Sometimes I have to remind myself, in the day-to-day stress of, because once you become a full-time writer, after a couple of years, it feels like a job. It feels
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it starts to feel like that 9 to 5 where you have to work. And so you have to pause, take a reset, take a break, and just remind yourself, this is the coolest fucking job in the world. Like,
yeah.
and it was the dream for a long time, and I did it. So
Mhm.
I have to, my best friend and I are constantly like, this was our dream.
Yeah. And I think that a lot of us kind of started at the same time, and we all kind of like came up together
Yeah,
or
we
whatever. And I think it's easy for us to take for granted, like we all do well in what we
Mhm.
do. But we're really like a very small minority in the grand scheme of things. Like there's so many people out there, I think that, that aren't able to do what they love and make a living out of it,
Yeah, we're very
for time and everything. And yes, it's hard and it's a lot of work. Like like I said, I mean, I treat it like a job. She has a different approach, but whatever works.
So there's no right way, right?
I
It's
treat my
No.
other job the
Yeah.
same way.
Yeah. There is no right way. Like you said, people, different things work for different people. And, so it is, yes, it's stressful. It's hard. Like, it's a lot of ups and downs.
We have to remind each other.
Yeah.
That's my best friend, another author in here, Megan Montero. She's like, yeah, we have to remind each other.
Yeah.
No, this was your dream.
Yeah.
Don't complain. This was your dream.
Yeah. But it's just like, any other, like having your own business of anything, right? Like it's a lot of work. It's a lot of moving pieces. It's not just writing. Like if it was just the writing, it would be great.
Someone's trying to get in here.
We had to sneak away because my children are at home. So we're like hiding out and somebody possibly trying to get in, but maybe they've gone away. But yeah, no, it is. I mean, we're very lucky, very lucky.
And you found a good community, like with each, like what I love to see is especially indie authors like making those connections and friendships and helping one another out. And it seems like that really has happened with you guys and Megan, right? Montero.
Yeah,
Right?
for sure. We have, especially a lot of us who, like she said, started around the same time. We kind of
Mhm.
rising tides lift all ships. Isn't that the saying or something, right?
Yeah.
Like we all helped
Yeah.
each other. We shared each other's stuff. We support each other. We've kept each other sane. We have a lot of venting sessions, a lot of shared advice. It's kind of like, I don't think any of us would be here as sane as we are without the rest of them.
Yeah, because it's hard. Like it's lonely, if you're writing by yourself or whatever. And it's really nice to have, whether it's like the online community. And then Chandelle and I try to get together every couple months to actually, chat in person. And,
we were doing real good for a hot minute there, like every month.
yeah,
Oh,
now
that's good.
And now summer.
yeah, that's summer. Time just goes by and they're like, oh my God, we haven't seen each other. It's been like 6 months. Like, I don't know what happened. But yeah, and for me, like co-authoring, like I really enjoyed that. I have this like co-author that I've co-authored with as GK and as my pen name. And that's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
I co-write with my bestie, Megan Montero. We
And she's coming to the signing. in 2026. She's coming too.
Oh, hi. Hi there. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to. Oh,
Sorry
no.
about that, fire.
Oh, no, I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. No problem.
I'm pretty sure the fireman could just break the glass. It's not that strong of glass. And we just got in trouble.
I was gonna say, are we in trouble?
We
What'd
locked
you
the door. We got in trouble for locking the door because it's a fire hazard.
We had to come hide out, like I said, over here because my little ones are, at
What were we
home.
saying? What was I talking?
Co-authoring.
Oh, yes, I co-write with Megan, and it's a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun bouncing ideas back around, and like coming up with shit. It's great. It's so fun.
That's awesome. So do you do sprints too? Do you guys ever do sprints with other authors, or that's something I've learned about? Something I don't know if it's like a more recent thing or it's been forever, and I just learned about it recently. I didn't realize that. Like
Sometimes I try, but I end up getting more distracted because I'm pretty good at just like sitting down and doing it.
yeah, you get in your zone.
Yeah, and if we sprint, then like in between we take breaks, and then we'll start talking, and then I just like go on, and I feel like
Yeah.
it's counterproductive.
I know a lot of author friends do that where they'll do like a Zoom like this, and then they'll write and then they'll chat. I could not do that. That would, if I
Yeah.
stop to talk, I have to restart. I need a jump start in my brain again. It's like an old junk car. Like it's not going to start. So I don't do that. And I tend to write at hours no one else is writing because I'm nocturnal. I'm a vampire. So I write like I go to bed with the sunrise most days, like a lot of days. So like I'm writing at night and afternoons, evenings when everyone else is like dealing with their kids or, like everyone else writes during the afternoon and I'm like just barely getting started. So I do go in some sprint rooms with other authors and it does help to know that it's like accountability. Like, oh, there's other authors in here that's going to help me focus, but
Right.
it doesn't always work out for me.
Right. Do you guys listen to music when you write, or like what does your actual writing situation look like? Are you at a desk? Are you on your couch?
It looks like this. No, I have OCD really bad, so I can't have a sound. If there's a sound, I'm like, what's that? Like I hyperfixate. It's like the way the ADHD and the OCD come together. It's like
Sure.
I hear everything. So I'm in silence.
Yeah, I love music. So if there's music playing, like I'll be singing and like
Oh my God, yeah.
get like a single word out.
Uh-huh.
So but I can I have small kids and I write under any circumstance. So I can just I've written like in the ER in the hospital, like I can just zone in. But I do try to, I work on my laptop and I just like to move around in different spots. When the weather's nice here in Florida, like I love to sit outside. Like I think it's nice and like zen just to enjoy the nature.
Have you found that it's harder to write in other places now? Because when I first started, I'd come home at night and I'd watch to whatever was on TV, movies. I used to write on my phone at Disney World. I would be standing in line at rides and I'd be typing in my notes app. Because you're in for 45 minutes. What else? I used to write on planes and now I just can't do it. I'm too distracted.
Yeah, I think, it just kind of depends on it depends on the day, I think.
I have comfort movies like I can write to Twister. If you put Twister on, give me something.
Have you seen the new one? The new one's fantastic.
It's fantastic.
It's great.
It's not a comfort movie yet because I watch it. But if I put on Twister or National Treasure, I can write. I can do it. Any Sandra Bullock movie, like from the 90s, 2000s, I can write.
That's good. I've never tried with like a TV.
It has to be something that like you've seen so many times, all the lines, and you don't.
It's white noise.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like white noise, and it makes you feel like you're not doing a job because something's fun in the background.
Right.
So when I did my MBA, I was working full time on the space shuttle program, and then I was working on my MBA at night. And every night I was like in my office working, like I did the whole MBA in a year while working full time. And like I got to the point where like I felt like I was not having any like social time or any fun time because like I'm at work all day and then I come home and I'm studying and writing
Yeah.
papers and stuff. So I started putting movies on in the background and I just
Mm.
played them. And now the movies that I had on in the background over and over and over, I know every single line in the movie,
That's
like
so funny.
every single line in the movie. And when I watch the movies now, I'm always shocked to see what the scenes look like with the words because like it's
Yeah,
just in my brain, you know.
exactly.
It's just so I know what you mean, Chandelle, because like I had to have that to make me feel like I was still having fun, even though I was like doing a job, you
Yeah.
know. Even though you love writing, but like you said, you're doing it all the time, you know, and it is a job, and you have to kind of make it feel like it's not one, you know. So
And will say for me with the pen name helped a lot because there's such two different genres that like I'll do one like 3 days a week and the other one 2 days a week. And for my brain, it's like a nice little,
That would
you
be
know,
nice.
switch or whatever.
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. Okay, guys. Well, we're gonna about wrap up. Last but not least, so we've talked about what you're currently writing and doing. Any other news? Anything upcoming? Are you gonna have special editions for the signing in 2026,
Oh yes,
or
yeah.
not? Or
So,
what's?
okay.
It's okay if you don't, but you know.
I will for sure. I just did my first Kickstarter, so I got the most beautiful special edition made of my very first book, and I'm going to be making the rest of that set. So I'll definitely have those, like of the first 6 books. I'll definitely have some of those, and a lot of the first one. And then we have some special editions from the Forgotten Kingdom series that we're both in. We're in the process. We just did a Kickstarter for that too.
Yeah.
We did a
And
Kickstarter
they're
for
gorgeous.
that.
I can't wait to see those.
So
Oh, cool.
we'll have that, a
Love
special
those.
edition. And those are romantasy books. Actually, I think the entire set of authors are going to be at this event.
Oh yeah, possibly.
I think we're all going to be.
Seriously?
I think so.
Wow.
I mean, Elvin are going, right?
Yes.
Elvin's going. Megan's going.
LJ, Jen.
LJ, Jen. Is
Is Jessica going?
Jessica Butler.
Butler? Yes, she's going.
Oh,
That's what I
how
thought.
about
And then,
Sinclair? Is
M.
M.
Sinclair?
No, she's not coming. At least not right now. She's not. I don't know if that'll change between now and then. But right now,
So
no.
I think she might be the only one then.
Well, you're going to have to complete the set, okay?
Yeah.
You've got to complete all the Pokemon. You got to catch us all so that everyone can go and get all 8 books.
Luckily, I know some people who know her really well, right? I know a few people, right?
Yeah.
At least 2.
Yeah.
Nudge, nudge. No, I'm just joking.
No. We'll talk. We'll
Yeah,
work
we'll
on it.
talk. We'll talk.
But yeah, so I'll definitely have some special editions for the Forgotten Kingdoms and for some of my but I'm not exactly sure if I'll have other ones. I'd like to. I hope so, but we're gonna see how the next year goes.
Yeah, I'm upping my special edition game. I have not done a Kickstarter yet, but I have been doing some special editions, so I'm sure that
Yeah,
I
they're pretty
will.
too. They're very pretty.
Yeah, they did to come out really nice.
Awesome.
So,
I
don't-
do
You
some.
said that about the Forgotten Kingdom series and all the authors, and I don't know that I've been to quite a few events, and I don't know that I've been to an event where you had that many authors like all write in the same like world, and
Yeah.
they say, oh, you can collect them all if you.
Yeah.
It's
That would be
we really
fun.
need a.
Yeah.
It's actually funny because we came up with the idea for Forgotten Kingdoms at Universal Studios, didn't
Yeah.
we?
Speaking of, doing stuff at Disney.
Doing some,
Yeah.
not Disney, but at Harry
Right,
Potter
Universal,
Land. Yeah,
yeah.
we were there for a different conference, weren't we?
Yes.
I don't remember why we were there. We both got COVID when we left.
Yeah. Why were we?
Oh no.
Oh no!
Yeah,
Or, it was Orb. Was that what it was?
I think you guys went for an event and I met you there. But anyway, so we came up with the idea of like doing the shared universe, and that's basically the reason why. It's just so that each one of us is only writing one book, and it's within the same universe. They're all standalones, and it's a way to like help each other, get more books out.
It's a
And
great idea. Yeah,
and it's
a
fun,
great idea.
like I have so many people that had met me who found my books because of that one book. They tell me when they join my Facebook group,
Yeah.
and I'm like, it's incredible the amount of people that tell me, they read LJ, and then they come over and they read mine because of it. So that's why it's really cool, and we got to get Morgan there. We got to get Morgan so we
Yeah.
can get all 8.
Yeah, it would be really cool.
We could do some kind of like bingo card. Like, you did it
Yes,
rare,
right,
collect all 8.
Yeah, it would be really cool.
That would be cool.
That would be amazing.
We got to work on it. Don't let me forget, you two.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds
Not
good.
gonna stick.
I'm putting it on the notes list.
Oh yeah, write it down. If it's written down, that's it, man. It's
Write
locked
it-
in, right?
Write it down
Holly?
and we will get it done.
Really. Yes.
Awesome. Well, you guys, thank you so much for doing this. We really appreciate it. This has been awesome.
Yeah, thanks
It
for
was so
having us.
fun, yeah.
Yeah, so much fun. And I cannot wait to see you in 2026. Maybe before, who knows? I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully.
we are in Florida.
Yeah, I know. We could just go to Disney and meet up.
Meet us in Orlando in October.
Oh yeah, come in October. We can hang
Yeah.
out.
And actually, if you can get over this way, I don't know when it is in October. We can talk about that offline. But the last 3 weeks in October, I have my Halloween display up in my front yard.
Oh, I saw the videos last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is
So
definitely
cool.
you guys can, if you can get away for an evening, come out this way, see the display. We can go to the port, get some
Yeah.
if you like seafood, we can get seafood. If not, we can just go to the Port Canaveral, hang out,
Yeah.
you
for
know.
sure.
So anyways, all right. Okay, guys. Well, thank you so much. Seriously, thank you so much for doing this. We really appreciate it. We
Bye.
can't wait.
Thank
We're
you.
so excited. All right,
Thank
hang tight, you guys. Don't go anywhere. Stay right there.
Okay.
And again, just thanks so much.